We're good.
We're good.
Hello, everybody.
Hello and welcome.
Why do I feel weird?
Why do you feel weird? What?
Yeah, my positioning. Like, I was like, hey.
What?
My hand wasn't in frame. I feel like I'm over.
Okay, do you want to...
There we go. All right. We're good now.
Okay.
Now I feel better.
Great.
About life. All right, welcome to Needles at the Ready, episode 21. Today is Saturday.
October 2nd. Nope.
Liar 3rd.
3rd.
October 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And welcome to our little knitting fiber crafty channel.
I'm Ray.
And I'm Kevin.
And
I think we said at the Ready.
We said that, right?
Yep, we're from Stratford, Connecticut.
Yeah. I feel off now too.
That's right. We live here with our dog Tarquin.
Yeah.
Let's complete the intro and then we can talk about how off we are.
All right. Let's start the intro again.
All right.
Ready?
So,
we don't edit, so you'll see the whatever.
the whole thing.
Anyway.
So, let's do this again. All right. So, hello everybody.
Oh, hi everyone.
Welcome to Needles at the Ready, episode 21.
Yes.
I am Kevin.
I'm Ray.
We live in Stratford.
We do.
With our dog
Connecticut.
Tarquin. Today's Saturday, October 3rd.
Yep. 2020.
The poop show that it is.
Poop show. I think that's our intro, right? I don't know. You guys know who we are. If you don't, welcome.
Yeah,
welcome to all our new viewers and subscribers. It's great to see you. Great to meet you.
Welcome back to all of our returning viewers.
Yeah. This is gonna be
a poop show.
It is. You know why? I think because we were productive before we started the podcast.
Yeah, we were. I'm not prepared. And honestly, guys, I don't know. There's not much today. I don't have a lot.
Neither do I.
So
no.
We're just gonna wing it and see how the day goes.
Yeah. So maybe we just hang out.
Yeah.
We'll do some chit chatting.
So
we both knit.
Knit.
I crochet a little bit. I haven't done that in a little bit. But...
Once every blood moon.
Yes. Yeah, once every blood moon.
I
you do have a languishing
project
crochet
that I
project
do need to work on.
Yep.
Maybe some this weekend. Who knows?
Probably not. So that means I'm gonna probably do it for you.
I don't know.
At some point.
I don't really have anything on the needles. So paso doble.
I know, that's weird.
What else? So let's see. It's been 2 weeks.
Yep. It's been a fortnight, folks.
It's been a fortnight.
Mm-hmm.
And how has your 2 weeks been? What's been going on for 2 weeks?
Nothing like super exciting and like full of like fun, I guess. Just like been a normal 2 weeks with working, and yeah, that's kind of it. We decorated the house.
Yes, we
for fall.
Fallified.
Fallified. We totally did.
Fallified.
We completed our fall purchases today.
Yes, so this morning we got up and we went to in the next town over. What are the next town over? It's where we lived before we bought this house.
Yeah.
There's a really great farm there. It's huge. It's not like a small farm. It's a pretty big farm. Mm-hmm. So they have pumpkins, apples, Christmas trees. They have a winery there. So we go there every year for our pumpkins. We also go there every year now for our Christmas trees. So we went today, and today was like a little bit weird with it. So
I thought it was weird too.
With COVID, obviously they have to treat things differently. We did not know that they were taking reservations if you wanted to go pick your own. Mm-hmm. So we got there and we were like, oh crap. But we didn't pick our own. They have a, what was it? Like a grab and go.
Grab and go.
So they called it grab and go.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty big tent set up with a lot of the...
Like the squashes and gourds and all of that stuff.
Smaller items.
Yeah. So, like, usually they do have it's huge, and I wish we had gotten pictures. Today was a little bit weird. There might be some pictures, like, buried in our Instagrams from Jones's farm, like our previous trips. But they have the section where you can go and walk through the pumpkin fields and pick your own pumpkins. But they also have, even on, like, a normal year, they have, like, little booths set up and carts and things where you can go and, like, pick through the gourds and the squashes. They have animals for, like, the kids. Remember the pigs and stuff that they have there? That they feed them, like, the pumpkins and stuff?
Yeah, they have a little, like, farmy...
Mm-hmm.
like
they usually have, like, hay rides and photo opportunities where you can climb on the hay bales and all that stuff. And that it looked like they had most of that stuff, but it was very weird. They had it set up very well. Yeah, they did. It did a good job with the social distancing and trying to be, all the high traffic areas, you had to wear a mask, and they had... traffic going kind of like in one direction.
Yes.
Kevin and I were talking like because today we didn't want to pick our own because we do like to get all the squashes and gourds and stuff. we decorate. Most of our decorations for fall come from like all those natural things.
Yeah.
Like we like to place the gourds all over the house and like corn and all that fun stuff. And so we just went into this like little tent kind of thing, and they had squashes and like little pumpkins kind of set up. And so we almost felt like we were shopping in like a grocery store we were talking about.
Yeah, it was more farmer market-y today than typical. Like, so we went and we got 6 whatchamacallit?
Sugar pumpkins.
So I roast pumpkins and make pumpkin bread all like fall season and I stopped
straight
making
through
it
to Christmas. I
right.
think you make your last batch of pumpkin bread on Christmas.
Yeah, I stopped making it for Christmas typically. So we got the sugar pumpkins for that. We got a bunch of gourds. We got some squashes. We got like butternut, spaghetti, delicata.
Yes.
So
our new
night.
friends, which is so nice. Like this, the positivity of like that's come out of COVID, which you have to kind of look at some of the positivities.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
We were
There's
able
a
to
lot
meet
of benefits.
Yeah, we were able to meet a lot of people that we may not have ever met before.
Yeah.
And to get together with them on Thursday nights. We have like an Instagram kind of group that we chatter through. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's definitely fun. And so they introduced us to delicatas. And so they I'm sure we've seen them before. Like when we were shopping. Or like walking through. Because Kevin and I usually like just wander. Right. We like to like wander, in the crisp fall air, and like you wander and then you're like, should I get a cranberry cookie? Let's go like over here, or let's look over here. That part's nice.
That was the other thing today too. It didn't feel very autumn-like because the leaves really haven't started changing here. The town that we went to, they were a little more orange or yellow. But even here, like we have this vine that grows through the yard. I actually can see it out the window now. That grows up in the trees and it's along our fence. And it's the first thing to change, and it just started changing this week. So now we know that we're going to start seeing those autumn colors here.
Yeah.
But it didn't have that feel, and I don't know if typically I was going to say maybe we go later in the year, but it came up on my Facebook memories that we went 2 years ago today.
Yeah.
With our niece and sister-in-law. So, but that was fun. It's nice. I like getting all the stuff.
Me too.
Roasting the pumpkins. The dog loves pumpkin, like Tarquin.
Yes.
So there's
he's
two
pumpkin
things.
Obsessed.
Yeah, there's 2 things that he's like an addict for, and it's pumpkins and cheese. So, and oatmeal's kind of getting up there right now for him.
Well, you started that.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was that. And then what else? Last weekend you went to see your mother.
Yep, I went to go see my mom, who just started like getting really into knitting, which was really, really nice. Hi, Mom, if you're watching.
It's all those other podcaster faults.
Yeah,
she watches everybody else now.
She does. So her favorites right now, she loves Sweet Tea No Shade. She called them Sweet Shade or something like that.
I called them Sweet Tea with a side of shade.
Well, you called them Sweet Tea All Shade before.
No, I didn't call them All Shade.
Something like that. Well, they were throwing some serious... Well, Scott was throwing out some shade. Scott. It's all in good fun. And then, then she loves Ross. So she sent me a text message today with a picture of a hat that she's knitting, which I could probably show. And she said, I just started watching Ross. Oh my God, I love him. So Ross, if you're watching, send my mom a message. But it was nice. Oh yeah, so I had gone over last weekend.
Yeah.
And I brought her some starter like knitting
stuff. Like she crochets. She's crocheted before.
She's very crafty.
Yeah,
my mom is very crafty.
Knitting before, but she's just really starting to get in that. So you did that last weekend. My mother and my stepfather came over the same time, kind of. You got back and the four
and
of
they
us
had
hung
come
out
over.
for a bit. Mm-hmm. And then Sunday I went to my nephew's baseball game. He hit a home run and 2 doubles.
That was so great.
So that was a good time. Got to hang out with my brother, my sister-in-law. I saw my nephew briefly after the game, and my niece was there, who's like the happiest child.
She really is.
I legitimately have ever met. Like smile on her face all the time.
Yeah.
So
what was she doing when was it Christmas or her birthday? Every gift she opened, she said something.
Oh my, yeah, it was
Christmas.
Right?
It was so cute.
No, it was her birthday. It was her birthday. Maybe last
She would
year.
like open something, and no matter what she opened, she would say something like, "Oh, this is wonderful, thank you."
Like,
this is so nice.
And she had already received a bunch of the same thing. And same reaction. Like, same reaction no matter what it was. So
she's very cute.
She's adorable. And then we'll talk about this real quick. So I've gone down a rabbit
I don't think
hole.
there's really any real quick with us usually.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
So I was watching Sweet Tea with a Side of Shade 2 weeks ago. And John.
Oh, yeah. John, you created a monster.
Oh, my gosh. So John mentioned the Great British Pottery Throwdown.
Yeah.
Guys. I watched 3 seasons in a week. I am YouTube obsessed with pottery. I've looked into classes. I've looked into how much a pottery wheel costs. I looked into how much a home kiln costs. Not that I'm going to become Kevin the Potter or Kevin Potter.
Kevin Potter.
I'm going to be Kevin Potter now. But I'm super obsessed. I think it's so amazing. That was such a good show.
I caught a couple of episodes as well. It wasn't one of those shows where Kevin would wait for me to watch them.
Absolutely not. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. I needed something to keep me entertained during the day when I'm working. So it's a really good, like, if you're at home working, which a lot of us still are, and you can have something on in the background, it's something totally to pay attention to. Like, it's great to watch. And everybody was just so nice in the show. It was so
well, they're British.
fun.
I think British people overall are pretty nice people.
They are. And one of the judges, he's like super cute. He gets really emotional, and he cries over really beautiful pieces of pottery and ceramic. So it was great. So I've spent so much time watching pottery and researching pottery and classes and wheels and all that.
Yeah, I think that we totally should take some classes together. I think that would be really fun.
It's a 6-week class.
One day a week, 6 classes, you mean?
I believe so.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to find more stuff about it. But
that would be really fun, though.
I think that's been our 2 weeks for the most part. Like,
yeah, maybe we did have some things happen. Maybe we did some things.
During the week, it's the week, right? It's work.
It's hard when we both work full time, you know?
Well, that's how most people are.
I guess.
Right?
True.
Work full time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you try to do stuff on the weekends, and it's still kind of weird to do stuff on the weekends, like trying to find what you're comfortable going out to do so.
Yeah. Totes.
All right, so why? Okay, all right. So let's actually. So now we just have some admin stuff, right? Before we jump into the knit, we had our Cowl.
We did
wrap up on the 30th.
We sure did.
Right?
We knit one and done is done. That ended on September 30th, and we chose 2 winners. That was in collaboration with a bunch of other awesome podcasters and some of our good friends. Nancy and Kathleen from On the Needles, Scott and John from Sweet Tea No Shade. I have to say the real thing so that people can actually go and watch them if they want to.
We'll link the real link below.
We had Aaron and Chip from Fiber Hustle.
I'm so jealous of their winner.
Who, Fiber Hustles? Oh my God, me too, with that bag.
Yes.
Son of a gun. Carrie from Creative Obsession and Cody from Cody Knits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really fun. It was interesting to do it as like such a large group. Yeah. It was really awesome because it drove a lot of participation because we allowed, everybody to dip into everybody else's. So we drew 2, I didn't grab the prizes. We drew 2 winners, one from our FO thread and one from our chatter thread. And if you watch, I don't think it was this last episode, the episode before, you can see the prizes. 19. Yep, we have 2 mugs.
Knit one and done mugs.
Knit one and done mugs. No, I thought I put them, they're actually in the Spaum. The Spaum. So each winner gets a mug that says Knit One and Done on it. It's got a beautiful, some beautiful art with the skein of yarn and stuff. And everybody wins a skein of yarn from A Yarn to Die For.
Yes.
Yarn to Die For designs on Etsy. So check them out. So anywho, we had 366 entries in our FO thread.
That's a lot.
Which was a lot. In only a month. That was a lot. I think it went from August
a month and
9th.
A half about?
Yeah. So and we had 70. I'm already on the page for our chatter thread, so we're going to start with them. So we had 77 chatterers, and out of the 77, the winner was number 46, and that was Kate Colors. So the chatter thread, people were posting half finished objects and just chatting away because that's pretty much what you do in a chatter thread, right? So this is Kate Colors. Kate, congratulations. She is from Cape Cod. I love Cape Cod. It's where we used to go.
Okay.
Look, that picked up pretty good.
It sure did.
Wow.
Oh, look, and there we are.
Look, and we're back.
We're all bright.
Sweet. So, Kate, I'm hoping that that's your real name, actually. I'm assuming that must be. But give us a little ring-a-ding-ding on Ravelry or Instagram or our email, and we'll be sure to get that out to you. Our winner for the FO thread is... Where are my favorites? I have 889 favorites. How is that possible? Oh, no, that's Kate has 889 favorites. That's because she's probably active. I don't do much. Are you doing a drum roll?
I was, but you were really slow.
I am. I shouldn't be in control of this. Here it is. View. And the winner is Floral Knots. This is Flora. She's from Texas.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
I've been to Texas. I went to Austin for work
so
for a
that's
week.
Floral Knots. Congratulations. Thank you for entering.
Yes, congratulations.
She entered...
Yeah.
Oh, criminy. Don't use the back button on Ravelry when you don't really need it. She did this pattern called Falling Blossoms Shawl.
Oh, wow.
Looks like it only took her about 4 days to do it. It's really pretty. I love the yarn. She used Lemonade Shop House Sock in the Kriken colorway. Look how cute it is. Falling Blossoms. So it kind of looks like little flowers in there.
So pretty.
I know. So that's a one skein project. She said that she used 98 grams.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And it's
she
crocheted.
could have finished one more row if she had 1 gram extra. And that's crocheted. So she used a 2.75 millimeter hook for the lace. So awesome. Great job. And if anybody's interested, that's the Falling Blossoms Shawl by Anna D.
We'll link it.
Yeah.
We'll put that in show notes.
So congrats.
Yeah, congrats, guys. Thank you, everybody, for the participation.
I might do that, actually.
Oh, you were just saying you wanted a crochet shawl.
I do. I have a lot of future knitting projects that I'll never get to, so I don't want to become one of those peeps. I want to do things.
Okay, and then... Okay. So that's that, and then we were going to... So we're starting a new one today.
Oh.
It was
starting
last
today?
minute.
People can jump in today?
Like starting today.
Wonderful.
So initially what we were going to do, we were going to do a hat one, but there are a lot of other podcasts out there doing like a hat thing or toque.
And toques.
So we're like, oh, no, let's not do that. So what we're going to do, and this is actually out of pure selfishness.
Completely.
Because we've wanted to knit designs from this designer for quite a while, and this will force us to do so. Not force us, but now we'll actually do it. So we are going to do a Benjamin Matthews
knit along. So we'll do a Benjamin Matthews Designs knit along. He's got like 100 and something patterns on Ravelry.
5, I believe.
Anywhere from like shawls to hats. He's got some amazing hats.
Yeah, he does.
So we were thinking like I wanted to do, I forgot the name of the hat. I downloaded it. But we're not prepared. It doesn't matter. I wanted to do this hat from him. Kevin wanted to do a hat, I think, as well. And so...
Like, there's about 5 or 6 hats of his that I want to do.
Yeah. Oh, he's got that great cowl.
And he just released a new pattern this past weekend. Another shawl. I think it's worsted weight.
Yeah.
So, let me go back. I just want to see. He has... I'm going to go back again.
He's got pages and pages.
He has 105 patterns.
Yeah. Yeah.
So...
all different things.
We literally... we just decided that this morning. About half an hour ago. So, yeah, we're going to do a Benjamin Matthews
design. Knit along.
Knit along.
Yeah.
So, just
do like a BM decal.
Choose one of his patterns, knit it up. We'll throw up a FO and a chatter thread. Mm-hmm. We'll pick winners. We don't have prizes picked yet, so we'll work on that over the next 2 months.
Yep. And depending on how many people want to join, we'll see about, choosing from the chatter or the FO. For sure, we'll draw from the FO thread. Right. We'll have an Instagram hashtag.
Oh,
maybe?
We?
I don't know. How many people?
So let's do
BMD Cal 2020. Benjamin Matthews Designs. Cal. Knit along. 2020 is the year that we're in.
I know, but should we do something that's actually needles at the ready?
Okay. BMDNATR.
I don't know.
IDK. Any ideas for let's just do that. We don't have to start the the hashtag like today.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any ideas for a hashtag that we should use for the Benjamin Matthews Designs knit along with needles at the ready, then put it down below in the comments section.
So that's going to start today, and it's going to run until the end of November. Mm-hmm. And then that'll probably be our last knit along, we were thinking, until probably like February.
Yeah,
because the holidays and, you know.
People no have their other things. Right.
Yeah, no stress during the holidays.
Right.
Let's make it easy.
Yeah,
so,
totally.
Yeah, so we'll do that. So that's all the admin stuff.
Okay, wonderful.
Correct?
I hope so.
Wait. No, last thing. We always do this before we start the knitting. So we always like to say hello.
Oh, yeah.
To Mary Pat. So Mary Pat.
Your email came at the perfect time.
It really did. So we were talking last night. We were like, oh, man, we haven't heard from Mary Pat. So we don't have any of our knitting buddies to talk about. And then we were like, oh, did we, are we done? Did we hear from all 12? And then we were getting ready and we got our email. So we heard...
Getting ready just means brewing a pot of coffee.
Brewing a pot of coffee. Took the dog for a walk.
Oh, yeah, we did
ate
that.
something. Like, we kind of prepared.
Oh, you're right.
Ourselves.
Our physical
like,
beings.
Emotionally prepared.
But not this podcast.
So she sent over 2 projects, one from Michael and one from... I'm going to go with Naser.
Naser?
Right? And so Michael did a multicolored scarf, and then Naser did a blanket. So here is the scarf, I believe, right?
The first one should be the scarf. Yep.
Or is that the... Yeah. So this is the scarf. So. And then here is the blanket.
Aren't they great?
Yeah, they're really awesome. So, thank you for sharing.
One of them
again.
is 12 years old?
I don't... oh, crud. Okay. Yeah, so thank you very much for sharing. And Mary Pat, I hope you are feeling better.
Yes.
Thank you. We totally love getting the email, so thank you very much.
Yeah, it's really awesome. We look forward to it every week.
We really do. Mm-hmm. And now, I think we're prepared to talk about some knitting.
Okay, it only took us 21 minutes.
That's
and
fine.
56 seconds.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, let's move that.
Yeah, we don't. It's probably gonna be. We don't have a lot.
Yeah, we really don't have a lot today, guys.
No, we don't have a lot. You want to talk about your FO?
Why don't you talk about your FO?
I don't have an FO. I'm just kidding.
I'm like,
look, guys.
I'm like, what are you talking
Look
about?
what I did. Look what I could do. Do you remember that guy?
No.
Oh, I forgot what his name is.
Where's it from?
Mad TV.
No, I didn't watch Mad TV.
I think it begins
with
with
Saturday Night Live.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, you missed out a lot. This is the flax from Tin Can Knits. I'll stand up in a minute. The yarn is Knit Picks Swish Worsted in Garnet Heather. It's very soft. Did you feel how soft this was? It's very, very soft.
It's very soft.
Very.
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant. I've talked about this before. My only issue with the yarn itself was that the way that they joined the yarn together within the skein of yarn, if that makes sense. So, like, in every skein that I went to knit, there was a knot or like a weird join between, I'm sure, two different ends, and so there were a lot of like ends of the yarn kind of sticking up in different places. So it kind of was a pain in the what, because when you're talking about your FO, I want to go down because I have all my like measurements and yarn leftovers and stuff still downstairs, I think, because I wanted to talk to you guys about how much I used and how much I still have left over. So anyway, that was the one thing about the yarn. I did get some feedback saying that I should be contacting Knit Picks and just to give them a heads up. I'm not looking for anything, but just maybe they weren't aware, because I used something like 12 skeins of yarn, and in every skein there was a knot or some weird join that I had some trouble with.
Yeah, and that's not common for them.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because I've never knit with this before. I just figured because it was like mass-produced yarn that maybe that's just how it is. But anyway, so this is the flax from Tin Can Knits. I think I'm very happy with it. I can't see myself. So I did short rows back here for the back of the sweater, because some feedback that I've seen from other people is that the sweater kind of rode up a little bit. So if you look, I think it looks like it's pretty even.
Yeah.
I did 6 short rows, which added about like an inch or so to the back, which was really good. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little wrinkly. I wore this all day. I do pucker out a little bit. It does tend to cling to my COVID handles. The sleeves, I wish I had done a little bit longer. I did not wet block this. I steam blocked it on the ironing board with this, like the wet towel, kind of like how Arna and Carlos like use it following their tutorial. So I probably if I were to do this again, knit the sleeves a little bit longer.
Yeah, maybe like an inch.
Yeah,
I would think
I did. And this is my design element. I don't know if you guys can see. So it's supposed to be all, garter here. And, here. Oh, no, what happened there? Is that a hole? No, I think that's one of those knots. Oh, no, it's a hole. Some of a gun. Darn it. All right. Well, anyway, so here's my design element that I added in, which was basically like a mistake. But I repeated it here on this sleeve as well. Except I did one garter by accident there. But it's got a lot of personality. I think this is gonna be like my hang around the house like super baggy sweater.
Well,
so
once you want to block
so
it.
I do want to soak it.
You're gonna wet block it now.
I'm not gonna block. I'm gonna wet it and lay it flat to dry.
Well, that's wet blocking.
I'm not gonna like really pin it or like block
Oh,
it
you're
out.
not gonna pin it. You're just gonna lay it out.
No, I'm just gonna lay it out. Just because now that I've worn it and the mistakes, like there's like little imperfections that are a little beyond a design element in my mind, that I probably, if I were to wear this out in public, other than like pumpkin picking, I might be a little bit self-conscious wearing it. But I love it. It feels great. And so I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to wet it, just kind of lay it out. Hopefully,
it's a nice yarn.
Yeah, it's really a great yarn. That was the only thing was the knots in it.
And what's interesting too, so that's an 80-20. 80-20?
No,
I'm sorry. That's a 20.
It's 100% fine superwash merino.
It's a 20
Let me go
micron.
grab my other stuff.
Right?
Yeah, 20 microns.
So it's 20 microns. Okay, so while he's going, I'll go over mine. So I finished my cowl. So this is my own design. This was knit with Leading Men Fiber Arts and the colorways Man of Mystery. And Into the Woods, which you guys have seen because I use these for my simple hug cardi. It's a DK weight. So I wanted to knit this again and just make sure the pattern worked, which it kind of does.
It does.
I bet you this is my
Kev,
seam.
it looks amazing.
Oh no, maybe not. Oh yeah, it is right there. That's the seam. So
Why would there be a seam?
It's a nice where I carry the yarn up.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So like if you look on the inside, right here is where I carry my yarn. That little line.
Yeah.
And so it's a mosaic knit, and it has a rolled rim, and then some ribbing on both sides. And yeah, I love it. I
love it too.
It blocked out really nicely. I was very nervous knitting it. It looked very tight, but blocking out it. Actually, hold on. I'll grab the other one.
Okay, so while you're grabbing the other one.
It's right here.
Oh, I was gonna say we're like doing like a round robin.
So I think I haven't actually checked to see if they're the same size. They are. Look at that. So here's the first version. This was all yarn ink. And then here's the second one. The only difference was I added 4 more rows on this one. To
you didn't bring the one that I brought?
Oh no, I'm sorry, it's downstairs.
Oh,
just to complete the pattern, the row repeat. So now I think I'm pretty good with this. We've knit it between the two of us. We've knit it 3 times.
Yeah.
So it's a
ready.
really easy pattern. So now I just have to like type it up and do something with it and take pictures and whatnot. But I really like it. I think it fits well. It doesn't it's not tight around the neck. It's cozy. So I'm very pleased with it. I don't know what I'm going to name it. I'm not sure. And I have so much yarn left over. From what I remember, I think it uses less than 50 grams of each color. So I'm pretty sure, because I remember after doing the first one, I knit a hat out of the rest of one of the colors. And so yeah, so it's a nice, fun, fast knit. It took me a week to knit. It's really the only thing I kind of really worked on over the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, but you didn't knit like consistently on it for a week. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, a couple hours here or there.
Yeah, totally. All right, so this was my swatch. I don't know if anybody cares, but this was the swatch, because I did swatch for the sweater.
What size needles is it knit on?
This is knit on a US 8 and a US 6. The ribbing is a US 6.
Okay.
Look at all my hash marks on there. This was the flax. I mean, we've showed everybody.
Everybody knows the flax.
I've showed this like sweater like so many times. I'm sure.
When did you start this?
I started this for our Let's Hear It for the Boys.
So that was June?
So probably June. Yeah. But I took a lot of breaks from it. It was,
yes, you did step away from it.
I did for a little while. Yeah. So this is the Swish worsted. Garnet Heather. I don't know if you guys can...
Well, there it goes.
It's not super... 50 grams is 110 yards. It's made in Peru. 100% fine superwash merino. So I used 9... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Oh, 8?
8.5?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 9.
9.5-ish.
Yep. I used 9, and I probably have about half of this skein left. So 9.5 skeins. So at 110 yards each, that's some math. It's not bad math. What's that? 990 yards? Plus whatever the half a skein is. So about 1,000 yards, I think I used.
Yeah, that's about accurate.
Yeah.
That'd be about right.
Mm-hmm. I knit the 40-inch, I think, on this guy.
Ooh.
Or 39. Did I really not circle which one I used? Do I have to count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's 39. I did the 39-inch, which is the medium/large, because my dummy self didn't add any positive ease to my calculation. So I probably should have gone up one size, and I think I would be very comfortable in that.
Yeah, I think that's what I knit.
Yeah, I probably should have knit like the 42. I think that's the next one.
Yeah, I'm pretty
43.
Sure oh.
So I don't know. It might be like in the middle there.
Oh, really? 43?
Yeah.
I guess maybe I did the 43 because I would prefer baggier or more roomy.
That's what I'm looking for now.
Yeah.
I can see myself wearing this a lot, especially around the house, because it kind of feels like a sweatshirt.
Yeah, it does.
Almost.
It does kind of have a sweatshirt.
It fits that way. It doesn't feel like constricting.
Soft. Yeah.
Well, except around my midsection sometimes, you know.
So,
but that's used. That's
you can't wear it when you eat a bag of chips.
No, oh my God, no way. So I think that's pretty much it about the sweater. I would definitely do it again, but maybe not the like true to pattern. I think I can use this as like a base pattern. When we were walking the dog, we were talking about maybe like, you know, putting in a steek. The collar's not so bad. I don't think.
No, it's
it
not
is wide.
Awful, but it is
quite wide. That boat neck or bow neck or whatever it's called. So
it's nice. It's a really nice sweater for your first sweater. You did a great job.
I think I did a good. Thank you. I think I did a good job too. I'm really overall. I'm very pleased with it. I learned a lot. I did some raglan increases. I did, you know, all those fun things.
I know. I would like to find another.
Sorry for the crinkle party.
Another good like pullover one. What is it like not the Weekender.
Super summer simple sweater.
I don't know. There's one that I know of. I can't think of the name off my head. That's very popular.
The something pullover. Isn't it called something pullover?
Not something.
No, it's something pullover. Like something insert here.
Yeah, probably
pullover.
Probably. But yeah, it's just such a good, easy first sweater knit.
Yeah.
All right, and then so the rest of my I have 2 more FOs.
I have 3 more, but
they're really quick. So why don't we just show them all?
Okay. We did some washcloths,
dishcloths,
face cloths.
So I did all of its knit picks. This one is the twist and mulberry. So I finished off the skein. I actually still have a little bit left. So I was able to get 3 dishcloths out of this, and I no longer use the Grandma's Favorite since I don't use the holes version. I just do the regular increase. I'm using Stacey Perry's from Very Pink Knits. I'm doing her traditional dishcloth, and what I like is it gives you a little more length. It is, you cast on 4 stitches, you do your increases every row until you get to 50 stitches, and then you just start decreasing immediately. So I do I don't know, I like it just a little more. Maybe I like the corners more.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
So this is Grandma's favorite. So what's the difference?
I have no idea. Maybe there is no difference.
I don't know.
What about... Is there any difference in size? No, literally no difference, guys. So knit whichever one you like.
Yeah, do you, boo. Whatever you want.
Do you, boo.
Do you, boo. I did, this is the Dishy twist in silver. It's called Silver.
So it actually comes across, to me right now, from what I can see on our camera, it comes across a solid color.
Yeah, it's really, it's not. It's, maybe you can kind of see there a little bit. Yeah, it's like marled.
Yeah.
You know, with like a creamy color.
I really love the twist.
A nice like silvery gray. I like the twist.
Yeah, I really like the way that it knits up.
I like how it does feel more like plushier.
It feels way different than if you knit from like one of the big box stores, and obviously we can't speak for them all, but we've done the Sugar and Cream or Lily Sugar and Cream. It just has such a different feel to it. It
does. I agree with you. I
don't know. It's not as rough, and it's not as rough on your hands. It does, to me, it's a little bit thinner than the Sugar and Cream.
I found it very smooth. I knit mine on my Chow Goose.
Yeah, US 7s.
US 7s. Yep, and I found it a very smooth experience. It wasn't like I was fighting, like the yarn wasn't tight on there.
Yeah, I do love it. And then you did 3.
I did 3 of the same ones. I used the same skein. I just wanted to get rid of the skein. Start our this is going to be like our holiday.
It's almost so kind of like what our idea is to so we tend to have people over for the holidays.
We'll see what happens. But
we don't know how this year's going to go. But
you guys want to come?
Yeah.
Maybe we do a virtual hangout.
So we typically have something on our entryway. We have like a
table kind of.
A table-y type of thing, in our entryway. And there's normally something on there that's holding, whether it's ornaments or pine cones or whatever the case is. So our idea was to do, I think, sets of 3.
Yeah.
And like roll them up, tie them up with any leftover yarn, and then if people want them, they could take them on their way out. Mm-hmm. Kind of as like party favory thingamajiggers. Yeah. So
like if we roll them up, like this, and tie like a little, with the yarn, like a little bow or whatever, and put them in a little basket or something.
People can grab them on their way out if they'd like to. So I did one other one, and this one is using Dishy Multi, and this is Dishy Multi, and then this is in Starfish colorway.
Oh my gosh, I actually didn't get a good look at this. This is pretty.
Yeah, I like it.
This is pretty.
Pinks and grays and like a peach and white, so it's really, really nice. I actually really, really like the way that this one knit up. I like the stripes of gray in it. I really love that like coral color of the pink.
Yeah.
So I have, I knit this one on today's Saturday, so I knit this one on Thursday.
And like what a fun like gift, easy, like it's affordable. Obviously, cotton yarn. You can use whatever cotton yarn you want to.
Yeah. I did not have the mental space this last week to really knit. I probably want to say, so I knit that on Thursday. I want to say I probably didn't knit on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday at all. And typically I do at least maybe, even if it's a half an hour, I knit almost every day.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't there in that mental space. And I didn't want to force it like I had cast on socks. And I was like, no. I was trying to work on a hat that I had started. And I was like, no. And part of it too, actually, part of it is I don't want to start anything really big.
Yes, so I
we're
agree
going
with
to
you.
be. We'll show it in a little bit, but we're going to be doing the Stephen West and Cowl.
So exciting.
So that starts next week.
This might be a little bit bigger than I like.
No, I think it's going to be so much fun. Like, I can't wait to do it.
Hopefully.
It's our first time, obviously, doing it.
Yeah, but I'm still a baby knitter.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And it's going to be cool since we're both knitting it at the same time. So any questions you have, I'll definitely be able to help. So that will be,
Thanks,
good.
Kev.
Oh, you're welcome. But I just wasn't there. I wasn't, I want to say maybe like not a knitting funk, just like a life funk.
That's where I was 2 weeks ago, remember?
Right, you were there a couple weeks ago.
A month ago or whatever?
And then I was there this week. I just, too, so work's gotten slow for me. And
yeah, you have too much time on your hands now.
Yeah, I have a lot of time on my hands. And I don't like being, I like being bored if I choose to be bored.
Right.
And I like not doing anything if I choose to not do anything. But when there's not a lot of work for me to do and I'm just like, I don't like that. I don't like when that choice is made for me, so it frustrates me. Even when we do like staycations, if we do one, I get bored after like day number 2.
Speaking of staycations, did I tell you? I took the 29th of October off through that whole first week of November.
All right, then I'll put that in this week to take that first week off too.
Okay.
So I finally decided, I was like, all right, you know what? Let me do some dishcloths. So I did that, and that's kind of where I was at.
Yeah.
And that's all I had the capacity to do, but now I think I'll get my mojo back.
Yeah.
No, we'll talk about it more. I watched some good movies, and they put me in a good mood starting on Thursday. So like Thursday and Friday, I spent my time watching some happy movies, so that helped boost my mood.
Wonderful. Mood boosters.
And now we're here. So that is it for FOs.
Yeah, and this helps boost my mood. I love doing this. I love hanging out,
My favorite things to do of late is this. I love doing this every couple of weeks, and I love our Thursday night knit group.
Me too.
Like, those are the things that I look forward to. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Oh, we can talk about that at some other point.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, we might be going to New Haven tomorrow.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, we'll do that towards the end. So now, what about whips?
I have 2. No? What?
Yes.
Do you have any whips?
I guess I have 2. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, look at us.
Wunderbar. All right, you want me to go first?
Sure.
All right, we'll do these. I didn't put much work into this. I think I probably knit for maybe like an hour on this like 2 weeks ago. But I can't remember, actually, and I might have shown this. I might not have made any progress on it, but we'll see. This is a mess. What are you doing? I'm not sure what's happening here.
Think
it's
you're
a
funny.
little bit twisted. Think you're being funny, do you? Yeah. Platform 9 3/4. So this is my Coffee Talk Socks by Tracy Miller. Coffee Talk. And I believe last time, you know what? I don't think I actually knit on this. I think I showed this last time.
No, I really feel like you did, because you've switched needles so often.
Yes. So I started with my 9-inch circular needles. Hi, Karen. Did you hear me? 9-inch circular needles, Karen. And so then I switched to Magic Loop to do the heel flap and gusset. Then I switched back to my 9-inch circular needles, Karen. And then I went back to Magic Loop. So I'm kind of all over the place with this. If you have not watched Knit for Brains podcast, give them a try. So anyway, I, like you, I feel like my mental head wasn't here with the pattern. It's a super easy pattern. It already feels like it's going to be super comfortable on my foot and my leg. And I finished the heel. This is the heel flap and gusset. It looks a little on the small side. See that?
No, I think it's good.
Yeah.
I love a heel flap and gusset.
I did try it on. Yeah, it did feel pretty comfortable. I wanted to stay true to pattern. My heel of choice lately has been the Fish Lips Kiss heel,
which is another really good fitting.
Yeah,
heel.
It fits me like really, really well.
I like the Fish Lips Kiss way better than an Afterthought.
Yeah, the Afterthought for me feels flimsy almost. And it doesn't cup my heel.
I feel with the Afterthought, were you Kitchener? Right? Do you Kitchener on an Afterthought?
Yeah, you do it the same way that you would a toe.
I feel that on my heel more than I do the Fish Lips Kiss because you don't Kitchener that. So it's more of a proper feeling heel.
Yeah, I agree. Right? Totally.
That is in my opinion.
Well, that's a great opinion to have. These are 72 stitches on a 2.25 millimeter needle.
2.2. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because my vanilla socks, I'm 68 stitches on a 2.25. But because this has the patterning, like there's like ribbing. This is actually pretty much ribbing.
I was thinking you said 2.5.
No, 2.25.
Yeah, okay.
I went up to 72 stitches just so because you have more of that like bounce back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, also patterns are written for either 64 or 72.
Right, but I did not go up. Yeah, but I stayed down. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that makes sense too. So good job. Go Kevin. Anyway, I really
love the color.
I love the colors too. So let's talk about those. So this is using a sock blank. I showed this probably about maybe a month and a half ago. So this is from Leading Men Fiber Arts. This is the sock blank that I'm using. It is called American.
It's something like that. Because you know what I was thinking.
OMG, I don't have my ball bands. Maybe this is why I feel a little off because I'm usually very organized.
Yeah, Ray normally starts preparing the night before. I start preparing about 20 minutes
But I think just in my regular knitting life, I keep my ball bands together.
You do. He's a very organized knitter.
Yeah.
And you should see. So he has a Roscog. We both have Roscogs downstairs, on either side.
If you guys don't know what a Roscog is, look it up on IKEA.
The little 3-tiered carts.
Yeah, they have different. There's one you can see it right there.
Yeah, you can kind of.
Right behind Kevin.
Behind me.
Yeah.
It's a mess, that one. But so he has one that he sits by, and that thing is full, every shelf, of knitting stuff. That he actually said he needs a second one. And
I do. Because I have a shelf for I'm not going to go into it. But anyway, this is Leading Men Fiber Arts. I'll try to...
It is Americana.
It's American Dreams or Americana.
I remember a previous episode saying, oh, this reminds me of something. Yeah. Right now it reminds me of a strawberry and blueberry.
Look how
trifle.
Pretty. So I love this because... I feel like it's a lot easier to manage this than a skein of yarn.
Really?
Yeah, I do actually. Because I can fold it up, and then when I'm touching it, it reminds me of what the fabric's going to feel like. So it's I don't know.
Okay.
For me, it's a cool experience. The only thing is, you guys can see when you pull, the yarn has some memory. So on the sock, I feel like we're not getting a good idea of what it's going to look like. Because you see, the stitches are not super well defined right there. I think it's because it's still holding its memory.
That makes sense.
Compared to this knitted fabric. Because this side is just knit.
Yeah. No, I can see that.
So I obviously once it's washed, it's gonna relax everything.
I want to make another pair. I think I'm gonna cast on Hermione's sock.
And this was also Leading Men Fiber Arts. It came as a kit. Oh, no, I can't remember the name of it.
Maybe I can use my kit and do Hermione's.
I cannot remember. You should. I think that's a free pattern, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So this is Coffee Talk by Tracy Miller.
It's such a good pattern, guys. Let me
see if I can find it so you can see. Oh, you did knit this.
I did knit it. It's one of my favorite pairs of knit socks that I've made.
Yeah.
So,
hold on. I'm trying to see. Here it is. I love her colors.
I
really love her colors. Are amazing. Yeah. Let's see if I can actually pull up the pattern. If there's a bigger picture, I can zoom in. So this is the Coffee Talk socks.
The little detail on it, on the front of it, is so fun, and it's such a
there it is
easily memorizable pattern that I remember knitting it, and once I got to a certain point, maybe a couple repeats in, 2-3 repeats, I didn't really have to go back to the pattern until I did my heel flap and gusset, and then once I was done with that, until you got to the toe, because there's a couple like.
Oh, look at the bag.
Striping. It's a cute bag.
I love this bag. This is from Max and Vincent at La Garçon. La Garçon.
Yeah. Wait, somebody told us how to say this properly.
La Garçon.
And it was a word without the S. I don't remember.
What word without an S?
Somebody had just sent us a message with the proper way to say it, and they had said it's like saying this word without the S at the beginning.
Oh.
And I don't recall it off the top of my head. I have it somewhere in my
But
messages.
we need to... I think we're going to actually try some of Vincent's yarns dyed by Dells. Yeah, we were talking about...
I wanted to get it for the Stephen West.
Oh, yeah. We have to keep an eye on his shop updates, because we do want to try his yarn. His yarn goes really fast.
It does.
Yeah. I love his color palette is just right up our alley, I think.
It's... Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I love the names because one of them's Meredith Grey.
Yeah. I feel like we would be friends. Yeah, like in real life.
I would like the Meredith Grey color.
Me too.
For sure. That one's definitely on my list.
That was one of my whips.
Okay, so one of mine.
I'm gonna put this on.
And mine are in my bearded pearl bag.
Oh yeah, Caleb and Justin have some fun things coming along. We just watched their podcast.
Yeah, so
their most recent podcast.
Justin made me want to knit the socks that he showed. The Oktoberfest.
Oh, and Justin, we would be happy to take you. Caleb didn't want you that time, and we forgot to make that comment and put in our bid.
Yeah, just come over.
But we were happy to have you. Come on over. We just got some pumpkins and stuff.
Yeah.
We can keep you fed, although you cook.
Yeah.
Our oven works.
So does our
it's
microwave.
Not as fancy.
So does our microwave and our dishwasher. So you don't have to do dishes.
No.
All right. So I am doing the Cool House hat by Jared Flood.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a fun cabled hat.
Yep.
If I remember, it's about an 8-row repeat. It is knit in a worsted weight yarn. Actually, this says Aran weight. I've done worsted weight, so I'm doing worsted weight. I did worsted weight on my first one that I made too.
Read your patterns, folks. I'm just kidding.
But it actually comes up.
It's a happy mistake.
But you know what's funny is that Brooklyn Tweed Shelter is what it suggested, and Brooklyn Tweed Shelter is worsted. So, I am using Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Tweed and Sequoia Heather.
Ooh, it's showing up really nice. It's true to color.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
It's a nice hunter green with some brown bits in it.
That could borderline Aran. That looks like a thick.
I don't know. I always feel... So to me personally, I feel that Knit Picks worsted weight yarns run a little thin.
Really?
Yeah. So I've only done I haven't done much. I just did my ribbing. And I use the German Twisted Cast On. I use Andrea Mowry's video.
Yeah.
Because I've watched Very Pink Knits and Andrea Mowry's, and Andrea Mowry's makes way more sense to me than Very Pink Knits.
Okay.
It's a very, very stretchy cast on. So I'm just doing my ribbing. I started the pattern, but I wasn't mentally there to complete it.
It's a cool hat.
It's a really fun cable pattern.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to do the whole thing without a cable needle. And that's kind of where I got stuck too. So I've, again, watched Andrea Mowry on how to knit without a cable needle. So I'm going to go revisit that because she shows you how to hold your yarn. So like the stitch that you're going to, you literally drop the stitch and just hold it. But I was like stretching it out so much to knit my other needle. It's almost like you have to have things squished up, I think.
Yeah, because I think
you don't. Yeah,
so that there's no like extra tension anywhere.
Yeah, so I just have to get a little better handle on that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a really, really nice hat. I think that's a really good pattern. So I'm excited for that.
That's wonderful.
And it should use. I have 2 skeins of this, so I'm hoping it will use both. It should. It uses about 164 yards. So
there's 110 yards in each.
So it'll be 1.5 about.
Yeah.
And it is knit on
6s. US 6.
Yeah, US 6.
They look a little smaller.
I think 6 and 4.
Okay.
Is what it is.
Cool.
So
that's gonna like really have the cables are gonna really pop on that.
Yeah. So last time I knit it, and while I'm talking, I'll see if I can find it. Last time I knit it in a like variegated yarn, speckly type of yarn, and I think
my first attempt at that hat was on a variegated yarn that I just didn't feel like we could see the cables on them.
Which scared me too. I didn't think that I was going to be able to. It was knit on Molly Girl.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
It was about a year ago. So I donated that hat. So it was before this. So I was very nervous knitting it.
Look at all the pictures you have on there.
I know. There's my surgery. Here it is. So,
oh yeah.
Right? So you can kind of see it.
You can kind of see it, but I think you're going to be much more successful seeing the cables with this yarn that you chose.
So here was the first one I did.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see the cable. Yeah, actually you can see them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this color is going to be much better for it. I think it's going to showcase those cables.
Me too.
Way better than that yarn. That yarn was actually just lovely to knit with.
Yeah.
So this is...
Molly Girl yarn was really nice. I knit something. What did I knit in that?
I believe you knit something for Reese, if I'm not mistaken. A shawl, maybe, for Reese?
Might have. That was one of my first knit projects, I think. I actually think I have a project page on Ravelry.
Her yarn's really nice, and it's very reasonably priced as well. And she also has... She does special pricing for sweater quantity of yarn.
Yes. She's local to us.
She's in
Jersey?
Jersey, I believe.
Well, local-ish.
Right. She's on this side of the country.
Yeah, she's like an hour away.
All right. So that was...
Good. Whip. I have one last whip. This was going to be my knit one and done project. I feel like I'm yelling. Am I yelling, guys?
I think you might be, actually.
I might be. I think this coffee is just phenomenal.
I need way more coffee. The coffee's Bones coffee, guys. They're pumpkin.
Yeah.
Spice
This one was good.
It's delicious.
Totally.
If you do get Bones coffee, my trick that I found for their flavor coffee, so for a full pot, we typically do 6 scoops of like Maxwell House or 8 o'clock.
Maxwell House.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do use Maxwell House sometimes. Yeah.
So with Bones, what I found is I need 7 scoops to really get the flavor.
Yes, it's a little bit on the lighter side, even though it says like medium.
It is a medium roast, but the coffee isn't light with the 6 scoops. The flavor's just not there. Like I think to get that extra flavor, the 7th scoop. But this is it's a good coffee brand. I like it.
I agree with you. Yeah, same. So this is the Sockhead Cowl. I started this, I think I said, as my knit one and done project. Come on. Well,
is it Kelly McClure?
Kelly McClure, who you guys know I'm obsessed with the Sockhead slouch hats. So I wanted to do a Sockhead Cowl for our knit one and done project. I didn't realize how much freaking knitting this actually is. So I'm using Bugbear woolens. The skein is a mess, so no judging. And this is in their Gemstones base, which is like 80/20.
Unprepared.
Oh my god, right? Where the heck are all my ball bands?
Probably on your
Here it is. Cog. And the color Pop Rocks. And there's Bugbear woolens. And this is a 75/25. Oh, it's 437 yards. No wonder. So the pattern is a free pattern. The pattern has you knit 4 inches of ribbing. I'll show you what I have, guys. Look at all of this. Boop.
Oh my gosh, it totally does. Remind me of Space Invaders, the way that the ships move too.
Yeah. It's like do. So I was here.
You got a boatload done.
Tell me about it. And it's like Stockinette City. So I was right here where our little Vincent... can you guys see it?
No, it's...
The sun is kind of like...
It's shiny.
The sun is shining, and it's a little white bear. There he is. Kind of.
Nope, now it's blown out.
Darn it to heck. He's very cute. Just trust me, he's very cute. So, the pattern has you knit 4 inches of ribbing, weigh your yarn, and then knit 12 inches or until you have the same amount of yarn left over plus a gram to complete the ribbing on the other side. So I still have a lot of yarn left. I think I still have about 30 grams here, but I've hit my 12 inches of knitting. But holy cow, this is 12 inches. This is 16 inches here. We're getting blown out because it's like the camera has no idea what to do with this yarn. And then I'm going to put another 4 inches in there. So it's going to be 20 inches long.
Yeah, that's very long. I think it will like be squishy and...
It should be like it'll definitely squish. Yeah. I'm not sure if this is for me or not. Okay. I don't know if I can like if this is something that I would actually like wear. But it may be long enough to do like a hood or even like who knows.
I don't know. It may be too tight to actually fit on somebody's head.
Well, the yarn it's a very tight ply.
Right, because it's a sock yarn.
Yeah.
If it's
but like look, it's like very thin and stretchy.
Yeah.
What just happened? I don't know. Our camera just like.
Oh, our screen
zonked out.
No, not our camera. The laptop.
Yeah. So I'm at the point now where I have to just do the ribbing. I haven't started that yet. I just finished this the other night, and this will be finished probably with the next podcast. I'm hoping.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just 4 inches of ribbing.
Yeah, that's not too much.
That's a lot. It's a lot of ribbing.
And then my last whip is a dishcloth.
Oh, look at that.
I didn't finish it. I cast it on yesterday. So I'm about half done. I worked on it a little bit this morning, so I'll finish that today. I may cast on like 2 projects today. Who knows? But that's all I have.
You're going to cast on 2 projects today?
I may take out some my simple skip socks and cast on Hermione's, possibly.
Okay. With the...
Same yarn.
Oh, okay.
Same yarn.
I see.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
That's all our knitting.
That's all of
all of our like works and
yeah. There's not much. It's just been it's been a calm 2 weeks for knitting.
Well, you did a cowl. We did some dishcloths, sweater.
Yeah,
that's some knitting.
It is.
It's not as much as like we have been.
No, it's not. You know what the thing was too is that I just couldn't decide what I wanted to knit or like what pattern to choose. Like I was gonna do, and I still may. I may cast it on today because I think it's one skein is Hohe's Paris and Berlin.
Oh,
I believe.
I haven't seen
that. So
it's
a triangle shawl.
Fun.
But when I knit that, I know I'm going to give it away. I know it's not something I'm going to wear. I'm not a big fan of triangle shawls. I love more of a crescent shape almost.
Okay.
So if I knit it, I don't know who I'm going to give it to or what yarn. So it was really a struggle trying to find the pattern that I wanted to knit. I didn't have anything picked out that's like, yes. And I've known pretty much for the past couple of months, I've known exactly what I wanted to knit.
Yeah.
And I do think, knowing that we have this other shawl coming up, which I really find that I love knitting shawls.
Well, I think what's fun is that we have Benjamin Matthews designs now. So like that's something to look forward to. We can choose a project for that. We've got the mystery knit along, like you said. I have quite a few things. I want to do dotted rays.
Oh, I need to do another one.
Oh, yeah, you need to do another dotted ray. So you have some things.
Yeah, my mom asked me to knit her a dotted ray. She wants the large one. And she wants it in black and white. So I think
that might look nice.
It will. Yeah. So how about you guys give me your opinion? So I was thinking of doing a black and white actual, like a section of black followed by a section of white, black, white, and probably ending in a black if I could get it that way. So that was my initial thought. Then I had another idea. Do I do it striped? Like a black and white stripe?
That could look cool.
Or do I find a white yarn with black speckles?
Oh.
As of right now, I think I'm leaning towards the white yarn with black speckles.
I think so too. Unless it's fingering.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because you could. No, that wouldn't make sense.
So I'm kind of leaning towards that, but then I'm wondering if it's gonna be like the white may be too much.
Yeah.
White for such a big piece.
Or do black with white speckles.
I don't know that I've ever seen a black yarn with white speckles. Because that would mean that you would have to avoid dyeing little sections of white. You can't speckle a white yarn.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. So, I don't know. So, guys, in comments, let me know what you think. Do we do white with black speckles, black and white striped, or each section change? So, a black section, a white.
I'm sure you can find a variegated yarn. Black and white variegated yarn.
I don't know that I would do variegated because I don't know how...
Oh, how it would pull, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know that. So I think variegated would be out. Speckling would be better. If I could find one that was more heavily speckled, with black, then I think that would be the way to go.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's
some yarn suggestions, guys. That'll be great.
Yeah, so give me your opinion. Let me know what you think for black and white on the dotted rays.
All right. So now we have some acquisitions.
And we have some owl post.
So if you are not interested in that portion of the podcast, thank you. We love you.
Stopping by.
Goodbye.
Enjoy your 2 weeks.
For those of you who want to stay and see what fun we'll be getting up to with some of these acquisitions, and we'll see what has come our way.
We have our MCal stuff.
Here we go. Yeah, we do.
All right, so we only have one owl. We have one thing for owl post this week, right?
I do have one thing from owl post.
So, again,
hear the crinkling from far away? We're not opening it. Sorry.
Well, I have it here, so I'll grab mine.
Okay. So, Amanda from Amanda Knits.
Do I have mine here?
I have mine.
Oh, it's right here.
She's doing the Harry Potter club, which is a 6-month club, I believe, and a skein of yarn and some goodies every month. The last podcast we showed our first installment, which was
Common Welsh Green.
It's amazing.
I thought you were shaking your head at me like I had.
No, I'm shaking my head at how gorgeous this yarn is. And what a great freaking job she did.
Like, seriously, inspiration is the egg. Ugh. The dragging egg.
And she also sent a bunch of stitch markers and progress keepers and stickers.
For the club, yeah.
For the club. Now, she graciously sent us... Totally. Another skein
for a giveaway.
So this is going to be for you guys. We're going to use this as a prize. We're coming up at a mind-boggling milestone for us. We're almost at like 5,000 YouTube subscribers, which is...
Like, look at this, guys.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about these colors. The brown and the gold and the green and the black. I would totally, I just love it.
Yeah, I love it too. So you guys can love it just as much as we do. We're gonna probably do that for a 5,000 subscriber giveaway. We'll probably do a live. We might do like a giveaway during the live for the people that are participating. We're not quite sure yet how that's gonna work. So keep your eyes and ears.
Keep your eyes and your eels open.
Keep your eyes and your eels open. We've got something coming your way.
Speaking of eels, I feel like I just saw an article that somebody got arrested for throwing a bunch of eels into a lake.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you can mess up the balance, like the ecosystem.
Correct.
We used to catch eels by accident when we used to go fishing for like blues. We would catch the eels. They were a pain to get off of your hook. There's a lot
Speaking
of
of pain
teeth.
To get off your hook, do you know somebody caught me one time?
I caught a duck one time.
What?
It was literally flying, and I'm casting out.
Oh my gosh.
I was a kid, and I think that was probably that was it for me. That was really awful.
Yeah.
Obviously it flew, it broke my line and everything, but it was really sad. It was really sad. I'm sure he's okay, or she. I'm sure they're okay.
Yeah, I got caught in my finger. My friend went to go cast out, and his hook got caught into my finger.
Really?
Nail. Embedded.
Oof.
I had for years, the scar in my nail, it just, obviously your nail keeps growing because our nails grow and we cut them. But I had this white line in my nail for years.
Really?
Where the hook, and I just ripped it up.
Oh, Kev.
That was
y'all fun. Still there? Good thing those people left that didn't want to listen to this.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay, so that's Owl Post.
That's our Owl Post. So Amanda Knits.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
I mean, her name is Amanda, not Amanda Knits, but you can find her at Amanda
Knits. Amanda-knits.com. Go check her yarn out.
Amanda.knits.
We love her yarn. You will love her yarn. Oh, this is on, just too. I don't know what that one's on, actually, but mine's on.
Oh, yeah, we didn't open it. Oh, surprise, surprise.
I know, I don't know what base it's on.
Me neither.
But this is on her Cantus base, which is 80/20. And I just love the twist on it.
Yeah, I don't think it says.
I knit my dotted rays out of that base.
No, it's all wrapped up. And this, we're not opening this because it's
open.
So much fun, guys, when you pick, break through the stickers. It says thank you, and then there's a big... Oh,
Yeah,
great.
So we're gonna leave.
So
that
like I see a
package the way
tea
that
bag in there. Oh, there's stitch markers in there. And stickers.
Some of the light bulb ones.
It's a whole kit.
It's
a whole package.
It is. So now acquisitions.
Woo,
guys. So I've also renamed our yarn stash. I no longer call it a stash. So feel free to change the name of your yarn stash so that you can explain to your loved ones why you buy yarn. Right?
Right.
So this is now my our yarn pantry.
Correct. And it is a yarn pantry.
It is. And just like the pantry that you have downstairs, or we have downstairs, you have downstairs, maybe on the same floor. Maybe you don't have a pantry.
Maybe you get creative and have shelves or
you do. But
cabinets.
See, with our pantries, we have to keep them well stocked. Right?
Yes.
It has to have the stuff that we need to make the stuff we want to make when we want to make it.
Correct.
Like, you have chocolate chips in your pantry, so that one day, a couple years from now, when you want to make a chocolate chip cookies.
I mean, maybe hopefully not a couple of years from now, because I don't know how well the chocolate chips will sit for a few years, but...
Yeah, I mean, if they get white and crusty, throw them out.
Totally.
But if they're not, eat them.
Right.
You have canned tomatoes, cannellini beans, right?
Yeah.
So that one day you're going to need them.
Right.
That is how I treat my yarn now. We need to make sure that the pantry is full.
Right. Which there are a lot of open spaces.
Of the ingredients.
So we don't have the necessary ingredients.
Right. Of the ingredients that we may need to make that shawl one day. Or make a sweater.
Right.
Socks.
Yep.
A dishcloth.
Yes.
So feel free to keep your pantry well stocked with yarn. So that is what we've decided. So now it's our yarn pantry. Yep. And it's not fully stocked. So I bought some more stuff that will be coming within the next month or so from the UK.
You did. Because Kevin had this grin on his face yesterday.
You guys are
he was
enablers. I can't. One of you guys tagged me on Instagram and I couldn't say no. It was mint chocolate chip ice cream yarn.
Kevin's like, so I bought some yarn. And then okay, cool.
They had a really pretty colorway, so I bought.
So he's like, yeah, somebody tagged me in a post. It's mint chocolate chip. I was like, oh, cool. So you got mint chocolate chip. He's like, yeah. So I got that, and then I got this other one.
Gingerbread. I got a gingerbread, and I got something else.
Then I got this other one.
But then
I'm like, okay.
I think the other one is going to work well with the mint chocolate chip.
Right.
So,
So we're stocking our pantry.
We're going to stock our pantry. So let's talk about what we stocked our yarn pantry with this week.
Well, it's not going to last very long in our pantry.
Correct.
Or in our yarn pantry.
So you go through yours first.
Yeah?
Yeah, yours is already out. Mine's not.
Okay. So this is for the MCal by Stephen West.
The Slip Stitch
Extravaganza. Slip Stitch Extravaganza. And it calls for 5 skeins of yarn, 2 of which are the same color.
So your main color, 2 skeins.
And then your contrasting colors, he wanted a
high contrast, low contrast, and a medium contrast.
Correct. So I went with our friend Nancy at Trilogy Yarns for all of my yarny needs for this project. So there's Nancy, trilogyyarn.com. And I opted for her plush base, which is her MCN. 2 reasons. 1, it's super delicious and delectable. And 2, it is 450 yards per 100 grams. So winner, chicken dinner. This is my main color. I got 2 skeins of this. This is Teddy Bear. Oh, Tarquin jumped off. So this is going to be my main color. My high contrast color is going to be rusted.
What are you doing?
Right, this is my high contrast color.
No, high.
I don't know.
Yeah,
this is one of my contrast colors.
Correct.
Rusted.
Hi, baby.
Come and this is Little Nugget. Look how great those look. And then this one is Whiskey. And then with your powers combined...
Do you want me to hold?
So that's what my shawl is going to look like.
They're really good colors.
Aren't they good? I think they're going to be good.
I think it's going to work out really well.
Me too. I think it's going to be like light and fun. I've got a combination of like tonals and speckles. So I think it could be very interesting. So this is what I chose.
Very nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So the 2 skeins of teddy bear, we'll put one on each side. So y'all can
Good choices.
Thanks so much.
All right. So my yarn. I got mine yarn. So when Stephen West announced this, he had kits together. One of the kits had these colors included, or very similar colors.
Yep.
And it's really the main color of this kit that he showed that kind of grabbed my attention. So knowing that, I just knit my Vertices Unite, and it was tonals and speckles. And then I did, prior to that, I did Dot Erased, which was speckled. And then I don't know what I did before that. But I feel like I've been a lot of speckly yarns.
Yeah.
So wanted to do something with just solids. And I struggled finding the exact colors. So I wanted a hunter green.
I think this was superb.
I got everything from Lolo Did It. Because I also wanted to get everything from the same dyer so I could make sure I had the same base and all that good stuff. So I went with Lolo Did It on her everyday
I
style.
love that green, Kevin.
Yeah, I even feel like
it's definitely tonal. You can see like the lighter part.
I feel like it's even darker in person than it's coming up across here.
Yeah.
It's a much
Our lighting
darker
has definitely
green.
changed.
So this is
we're
called...
like really washed out.
Oh, Rumpelstiltskin.
Great color name.
Then my next color is Blue Tourmaline.
Blue what?
Right? Tourmaline? Tourmaline? Yeah. Like a stone. It's the stone.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So, really nice baby blue. And the reason I went with this, too, is one of my favorite sweaters ever was a baby blue J. Crew roll neck sweater. And it was this exact color. And I love this.
I remember that sweater.
Right? It's literally... I have no idea what happened.
I totally remember that sweater.
One of my favorite sweaters in the entire world.
Yeah.
It actually inspired the cowl. Or this cowl.
With the roll neck.
Yeah, so
I remember.
with the roll here, it was that sweater and a shirt that I have where the sleeve, the sleeve does the same thing. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do that. So then we have this is Stay Golden.
Oh, it's pretty. But see how it grounded the blue already. Like if you just held the blue by itself, it gets looked like it was a little washed out almost.
And
I think that grounds it. That looks good.
Last one is called Naked Hippo.
Yeah.
So
this is gonna be so fun.
It is, but the only thing I thought of is that I don't know that I have I feel like I have whatchamacallit.
No, it looks great.
I don't know that I have a lot of low contrast color. I feel like I have 2 high contrast, a medium, and no low.
Yeah, the blue might be that medium.
So
we'll see. But either way, can I help you? Either way, I think it's going to be great. Uh-oh. Yawn overboard. Hello?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I'm so excited.
To knit with these.
And I just can't hide it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
about to lose.
What movie is that from? Is that Flashdance?
No, but you know what?
No.
Maybe, but you know what it's always going to remind me of? What? Saved by the Bell.
Oh, Jessie.
When she
breaks down.
She overdoses on those caffeine pills after she's trying to study.
She's like, I'm so
excited. And she starts crying. Oh, I'm an ugly crier. I didn't even notice that.
Who does she cry to? Zach, right? Is that who she cries? Like,
I think Zach comes to intervene. He's the interventionist.
Do you remember watching the preview of the new one coming out?
Yes.
When, and she slaps the caffeine pills. Speaking of remakes, guys, have you seen?
I'm so excited about this.
The trailer for The Witches. So if you remember, and I don't know that I mentioned this, I watched it a couple weeks ago. I watched The Witches with Angelica Houston.
Yep.
So 80s or 90s movie, and it's
such
a good
classic
movie, right?
Yeah.
So good. It really stands up too. It does stand up quite well.
With their purple eyes.
But, so when I was watching it, guys, the original, I noticed that so when they're in the auditorium doing their meeting, and they're going through all the women as they changed, they used men as women. I was like, wait a minute, that's a guy. Yeah. That's Barry, not Becky.
Well,
it was a Barry. It wasn't a Becky. But whatever. So they're remaking it. So it has Anne Hathaway as the head witch, It has...
That'll be an interesting role for her, I think, too. Are they taking like a more comedic, or is it going to be like legit?
I feel like it's the same tone. It has that same tone as the original one.
Okay.
It's not like horror.
Right.
They didn't go all, what else? Wait, let's finish. So, yeah.
I think that's it.
It has Stanley Tucci, Anne Hathaway, and Octavia Spencer in it. So it looks really good. It's going to be on HBO Max at the end of the month. It was supposed to be released in theaters, but COVID.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's it for all the Yarny goodness this time.
That is Yarny goodness.
So let's talk about what we've been watching and reading. So watching, I mentioned I did all the, Great British Pottery Throwdown, 3 seasons, fantastic.
I get it,
Highly
throwdown, because that's what you call throwing pottery.
Right. Yeah, throwdown. So I would totally recommend it. Here, it's on HBO Max, which I've learned that HBO Max apparently has different contracts depending on how you have it. We have ours through Optimum. So that's that.
It is?
Yeah. So what else did I watch? Oh, so I was saying before, like I was in that kind of mood.
Yeah.
And I watched some movies to kind of get me out of that. So on Thursday, I watched The Holiday with Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jack Black, and Judd Law. It's so...
Isn't it Jude Law?
Jude, yeah. Judd. Who's Judd? Ashley Judd. Yeah, Winona Judd.
Mm-hmm. What are those yarns over there?
That's Trilogy Yarn. Remember when we made our purchase from her Vogue Knitting?
Oh, yeah.
That's actually whiskey and...
Rusted? No.
Yeah, whiskey and rusted, but on DK.
Oh, looks nice.
So, it's such a good movie. I've watched it years and years ago, but it was really good. It made me laugh. It actually has...
well, it was interesting because they were actually in a Blockbuster.
They were in a Blockbuster.
Which was, I thought, really fun.
Really fun.
Yeah.
It had John Krasinski from The Office, and...
It did?
Yep, he was in it very briefly, like a minute.
Was he like Baby John?
Yeah. And so that was good. And then yesterday I watched How to Train Your Dragon, which is also a good
great movie too.
And I was really mad because I wanted to watch all 3 yesterday. And movies 1 and 3 were on streaming services, and movie 2 was not. So I may buy them. The 3 of them are like $20 on Apple TV, so I may buy.
We should. Today would be a good day to like hang out and like watch that stuff.
Well, I'm gonna go grocery shopping.
Oh my gosh, I have one more acquisition.
Where is it?
I'll be right back.
Do you really?
Yeah. But you'll see.
I don't remember you buying anything. You did. So let's see. So what else did I watch? So I watched those movies, and I think that's it. I think that's all I've watched this week. Because we've done a lot of YouTubing, viewing. So reading. I finished The Glamorist by that lady who wrote it. I finished that the other night. It was actually very good. I really enjoyed these books, and I was ready to start the 3rd one. Oh, but Jesus, I forgot about this. So I read The Glamorist, finished it a couple of nights ago, and I was so ready to go with book number 3, and I found out that book number 3 doesn't come out till 2021.
Well, welcome to my world. Patrick Rothfuss didn't write that 3rd book yet.
Well, he may never.
I know, he may never.
So show your next acquisition.
So this is going to be this is breaking the bank. This is going to be in phases how I show it. Because this is my advent calendar, my Hocus Pocus Advent from Trilogy Yarns. So I'm very excited about this. You get 100-gram skein, and then I think 13. I put them all in order. 13 mini skeins with some like fun things and like, whatevs. So this has been hanging out downstairs. I haven't opened any yet. Some people are opening theirs like started October 1st and have like opened them, that way. I'm going to work backwards. So on the 31st, on Halloween, I'm going to open my 100-gram skein. And then I'm going to work... So I have to do the math because I don't know, like 13 days before... 14 days.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
Yep.
So, sorry. I thought you were saying that you were going to work backwards, open this on the 31st, and then start this
No, because I can't go back in time.
No, I thought, and then you were going to start opening the other ones on November 1st.
No, I'm not doing that. No, so do you understand what I'm saying? Did I explain it correctly?
So you're going to...
I'm going to start opening these probably on, like, October, like, 12th, maybe?
No.
I don't know. Do the math. What's the math? Do y'all know what I'm saying?
Yes. So you're going to start opening so that you end on October 31st with this.
Totally. That's what I said.
No, you said you were going to start backwards and open this on October 31st. So I thought October 31st you were opening that and then opening the rest starting the 1st.
I'm probably going to start opening this on, like, I don't know, whatever.
He's probably going to open one today. Let's just be honest, guys.
No, I don't want to. So we put it in our Temptations, like, spice bowl because it looks like Halloween or fall. So this is my Advent.
Very nice.
I'm very excited about this. So I'll show you the next podcast. Will probably have one or two opened, and I may or may not show them in case anybody wants to be, like, surprised.
Ooh, excuse me.
Sorry, we're boring you. What's next?
We're talking about what we were watching and reading.
Okay.
You haven't watched much but podcasts.
Today. Correct. Yeah, we've watched a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, we haven't watched any...
Did you talk about reading yet or no?
Wait, so I watched another movie on Netflix called In the Shadow of the Moon.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So the description said that a detective became obsessed with a killer and she kills every 9 years.
Oh.
Right? So, it's really cool. It starts off the movie in like 2046. As like it shoots to 2046
in the future
or something. Yeah. And then it goes back to maybe 80 something, 1980 something. And then it goes every 9 years. Then it like you see a blip from 80 something, then it's like 96 and so on and so forth.
Interesting.
So you follow these series of killings
over like 60 years
until I think it stopped.
Holy cow.
No, it didn't end in 2046. Like you got to the conclusion, I think in maybe like 2016 or something like that. So somewhere around here, this time frame. But it was interesting. It was good. I watched it while I was working, so I didn't pay like super close attention. But the ending, I was pretty surprised by the ending, and I thought it was good. I thought it was a good movie. I knew none of the actors, maybe one of them in it, so I don't know who any of them were. But yeah, I had been on my list, so I have like my list type of thing on where you could save it like your watch list.
Yeah, sure.
So I had it there for quite a while, and I had just read a review or something saying that it was a movie that was good for like kind of like this time of year. So I threw it on, and it was good. I enjoyed it.
Very awesome.
And then I had read The Glamorist. That was really good. That was it was a good book.
Okay.
I liked it. I forget the author. Luanne something. And then what else?
Well, I read I finished the second book in my little trilogy Witchlight series called Witches on the Way. I'm right now about halfway through with the third book, which is the last book of this trilogy, hence the name trilogy. And it's called Witches in Flight.
Yes.
Which is amazing.
Such a good book.
It's so good. Oh, it's so good. I know.
It wraps up it wraps up the trilogy very well.
What's really cool is that, like, we've talked about this before. It's like a 16-book series or something along those lines. And this takes place, like, in the middle of that series. And then the series picks back up again, incorporating these new characters. Yeah. You know, and storylines. And it's a great all in all series. But this is one of my favorite, the 3-book series. They're easy reads. Go so fast.
They do. Couple nights.
Yeah, by Deborah Geary.
Who doesn't write as her anymore.
And then
Who does she go by now?
She goes by Shucks. She does those
she does the Ghost Mountain
series.
Wolf series by Audrey Faye.
Audrey Faye. And I'm listening still to The Mists of Avalon, which is amazing. I love it, and it's I'm doing it strictly on Audible. and by Marion Zimmer Bradley, and it's read by Davina Porter, who's so good. Did I talk to you guys about how I tried speeding it up? You know how like on Audible you can speed it up because it's like a 50 some odd hour like book?
Yeah.
Which I don't care, but I was like, oh, let me see if I can speed it up while I'm walking the dog or whatever so I can get through some chapters. I like to kind of like finish a chapter when I'm listening to books. When I'm reading books, I can stop at any time. But when I'm listening...
Like, at a comma.
I do. I'll stop in the middle of a sentence when I'm reading, and I can go to sleep. Yeah, I can pick right back up again. No problems. But with Audible, I like to like have that sense of like completion. Because like when I'm... when I'm coming in, I'm listening, and then like I got to like take the leash off the dog, and then like I'm not paying attention to like what's actually happening. I don't know.
That's a lot of stress in your life.
It totally is. Yeah. I have some anxiety issues.
You do.
I totally do.
Absolutely.
But anyway, I tried speeding it up, and I didn't like it. So because Davina Porter is like what?
I was gonna say, does it sound like, remember when we had cassette players? And
yes. It kind of did remind me a little bit, but I felt like she's talking like how I talk now. It just like felt rushed.
Oh, do you feel rushed right now?
No, but the coffee's kicking in, and I feel like I just want to like, blah, 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 and I also have to pee.
Oh,
yeah. So Davina Porter, she like oozes. What's that word when you have like stage presence and like
I don't know.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Charisma. No, that's not the right word. But that was the word I was thinking of in my head, but it was wrong. Anyway, she does a great job, and I had to slow it back down again because I really wanted to like hear everything.
Okay.
Yeah, she did a good job. And then
we are reading, which this is fun, and some of y'all are
joining us, which is so exciting.
Is a discovery of Witches
real-time
read. Mm-hmm. Started on September 18th. Tonight we're reading chapter 13, I believe.
I believe it's 13. I think 13 or 14.
Last night I think we read 12.
Yeah.
So, but it picks up so much within the next
we're here
week or so.
Yeah.
Whereas like 2 chapters one night, 3 chapters, 2 chapters, 2 chapters. Mm-hmm. So it really gets going. The pace starts picking up quite a bit. And these are just some of my favorite chapters, though.
Me too. Dinner. Did you read Dinner last night?
No, last night I read The Lab. So there was
the
Lab
before.
Is such a good one. So the thing with this book series is it's obviously supernatural. We have witches, vampires, and demons. So there's magic, but then there's history. There's science involved in it.
It's a very smartly written book.
It is. It's not like a.
It's not a tween.
No, not at all. It's not a Twilight.
No.
It's not even, and I've never read them, but I'm going to say it's not even like a True Blood. It's just like a...
Well, True Blood was a comic book, I think.
No, True Blood's an actual book.
It's a graphic novel.
No, it's actual books.
I thought they were graphic novels, Kevin.
No, True Blood, is by Charlene something.
Really? I thought it was a graphic novel.
No, it's an actual series.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So, but she does such a great job. And the chapter tonight's one of my favorite chapters, so I'm really excited for that. The characters are well written. I love the history and science behind it. All the other stuff is great. The love story, all that's there, but it's the history and the science I think that I really, really enjoy. Even though there's witches in it, there's not like a ton of magic. Like people aren't out throwing spells around and crap like that all the time.
It incorporates like. Yeah, it's really, really good.
It's really good. So we've been doing that.
The Southern Vampire Mysteries series. That's the True Blood novels. Yeah, for some strange reason, I thought it was a graphic novel. Because I thought when we watched the TV show, it always said like based on the graphic novel, whatever. But I'm wrong.
But yeah, cool. So we've been reading that and staying on top of the calendar. Mm-hmm. So some of you guys have been participating and chatting. And I'm trying to get in there. I'll have to go in today actually to discuss last night's chapter. Yeah. And just like leaving some comments about what we read and some of my favorite parts of it. So I totally appreciate you guys participating and joining
too.
In
it's
on
so fun.
Real-time read.
It's great doing this together.
Yeah, and I have to decide if I'm going to continue with the series afterwards. Typically I do.
Me too.
But there is another book coming out next week that I want to read too, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that.
Called what?
Brother Song. It's my final book in the TJ Klune series. So I do want to read that, but then I want to read the 3 before it. So
you can catch up.
Yeah, just to refresh and
one thing I will say about the Discovery of Witches real-time read is that I'm splitting it between Audible and the Kindle, so it's doing that like whisper sync thing. I'm having some trouble with the whisper sync syncing back to my Kindle after I've listened to some.
Oh.
But if I read with my Kindle, the whisper sync will sync with the Audible, but not the other way around.
Do you use sync on your Kindle?
Yeah.
Do you close the book? Like, do you have to like maybe close the book or something on Audible?
I'm not sure.
In order for it to
sync
know
up?
that you're done instead of pausing it?
Well, I pause it and then I close Audible.
Oh, okay.
So maybe if I leave Audible open.
So if any of you guys have tips on doing that.
Yeah. I can go one way. So like if I'm reading. Yeah, if I read a chapter, Audible will recognize that I've read that chapter and fast forward me to the next chapter.
Gotcha.
But if I listen, like say like yesterday I listened to whatever chapter it was, 13. And tonight I'll probably read on the Kindle because I'm not going to take him for a WLK anymore tonight by myself. So it won't catch up there.
I see.
I will also say that whoever the narrator is,
she sounds like a robot.
Yeah. I'm having a lot of trouble listening to her narrating the book unless there's dialogue. She does a very good job, I think, with dialogue and with picking up people's accents, and you can tell who she's reading at that time based on the accents, because even though there's like English accents and stuff, she does a good job differentiating them. Mm-hmm. But when she reads, like just to like set the scene, like, and as Diana, she reminds me of like Siri or something. She just it's very I think it's very monotone. Yeah. That's my personal opinion. I'm not sure if you guys have a different opinion, but
well, and I think we've covered everything.
Really?
Yeah, we're done.
So we have been Yeah,
that's it this week.
Yeah, we're a little behind on some of our podcasts. Did we talk about our podcast this week?
No, we've watched. Oh,
here comes the dog.
Hey, baby. Come here.
Hi, doggo.
Come here.
You want to show off your haircut?
Did you get your haircut? Come here. Come here.
You want to show off your haircut?
Come here.
Yeah.
Hi. Come here. Let me see you. Come. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Get him. Where's Red? Oh, there he is.
Hi.
There he is. Hi.
So we've caught up on some podcasts.
We're behind on a bunch.
We are behind on quite a few. Oh, there's Tarquin. Wow, you just like spun him all over the place. Oh. He's got a lot of energy. He's ready to go and run. So Tarquin got his hairs cut.
Did you get your hairs cut?
He's recovered from surgery. You can see a little scar on his chest, and he's got one on the top of his head. Huh. But he's fully recovered. He's got a ton of energy. He's super soft and he smells really delicious. We're gonna give him a bath.
Where are you going?
This weekend?
Where do you think you're going?
Huh? You can have a bath.
You're in a bath?
Yeah. We're gonna give him like an oatmeal bath. He's a little bit itchy. We use a medication called Apoquel because he does at this time of year get some like allergies where he gets super itchy. But he's really, really itchy, so we're gonna give him a little oatmeal bath.
Just a couple minutes, all right?
All right. I don't know. We kind of derailed a little bit towards the end. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. So that was it for knitting, all that good stuff. So we will be back in a fortnight.
We will be back in a fortnight.
By then, we will have one of the sections of the Cowl done.
Yes.
Starting our second one. And I think that's everything. So
I think so too, but I think we're missing quite a few things. But
no. So if you stuck around this long, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much.
We appreciate it. As always, please,
He's crying.
Oh. I'm like, he's making weird noises. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment,
give those thumbs up,
share, do all that good stuff. We love it. We will have show notes below. We have a Ravelry group, and all of our social media platformy thingamajiggers are below in the show notes as well.
Mm-hmm. We might be going tomorrow to New Haven. That's what we were going to say. If any of you Connecticut people are around.
So we're still waiting to make sure that it's still on, but we got invited to go to like a little knitting get-together tomorrow in New Haven.
Yeah,
so
that could be fun.
That. But yeah, I think that's everything, guys. So thank you again.
We'll see you in a fortnight.
We will see you guys in a fortnight. Enjoy.
Bye.
Stay safe, healthy. Have fun knitting.
Or doing whatever.
Yeah. Bye,
Do
y'all.
your thing. Bye.